Yeehaw! Alright. We're going to the forge. This will be, the first forge that you open. It's in this area, it's right there actually, the little arrow. But I'm also going there so that I may get, a flag and, max cap my loadout, which you can see is very specific to this forge. I've got a shotgun. I've got the most powerful fusion rifle in the game. Well, maybe one of the two, but still it has fantastic properties which work so well in this forge. I've got my Synthoceps, which buff melee range, being surrounded buffs damage, and I will be surrounded. So I'm just going to punch a whole hell of a lot of people. I also have Surrounded and Feeding Frenzy on this machine gun. Surrounded being another damage buff, and Feeding Frenzy being a reload buff, with the Surrounded spec, which ups the buff on the Surrounded. Grave Robber, which partially or completely refills my magazine after a melee kill, which I plan on doing a lot of, and Threat Detector, which I told you before on a shotgun works real good. Incredible range, ready to rock. Okay, now I've already I'm doing a machine gun what they call a powerful machine gun frame here. Kids, get the fuck away. Really? Oh, you're a tough guy. Not that tough. Dang. Some of these guys, this guy here in particular, sometimes he can really be a bear. Oh, I want to hurt you so bad. Oh, you're a guy. Oh, lucky you. Dude. I didn't just shoot him because I just got my max ammo, okay, and with my shotgun and my fusion rifle, that means I'm going to be sucking up a lot of special ammo. Now my entire armor mod and scavenger or whatever, all the special things that your armor can do for you is in this case designed specifically for this loadout, with some heavy ammo finder, I believe, and the rest of it all geared to me being able to find more special ammo as I go through this procedure here. But even none of that's a guarantee. In fact, let me just flash through that while I'm at it, so you can see what I was talking about. Machine gun reserve. So I actually have a few extra bullets in the machine gun. Actually, it's more like 25 extra. Anyway, special ammo finder. See that at the bottom, and fastball, which means I can throw my grenade further. See, what does this have? Remote connection. Oh, we're gonna fix that if we can, because I ain't planning on sniping nobody. Kinetic weapon targeting, whatever, that sucks, but you do what you can. Special ammo finder. Special ammo finder and bomber, which gives me, I think that's every grenade kill gives me some super energy. Got a super mod on this one. Unflinching grenade launcher aim. I don't know if I can fix that, but sometimes you just have to. No. I can't fix that. Oh man, what do we got down here? Fusion rifle scavenger. Praise the Lord. Now, of course, any fusion rifle ammo that scavenges will also work for the shotgun, since they both use. See the special? See the special? So I've got two specials and a heavy as far as ammo consumption is concerned. But remembering that I plan on basically just punching a lot of these bugs right out of their suits. Like him to begin with. Oh, I see a couple more that are just going to go right down. That guy's got a shield. They're a little trickier. Okay, I already see a little special ammo on the ground, so it's gonna make it a little easier for me to go ahead and get ready. Like I said, just gonna keep on swinging. Hey boys, really? Okay, where's the big boss? There he is. Oh, there's a big boss sauce going on over here. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? What's going on? One more time. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. So I did fire like a shot of, and so I just got that back. And if I had needed to, as you can see, there's a couple little chunks of heavy ammo laying about. Laying about. I guess final note on this particular loadout is the super. This is good old Muggsy, my man. And the Striker Titan subclass that I'm using, known as Bottom Tree. Strike an enemy with this melee ability to reload your weapon and increase your weapon stability. So that's going to be handy. Melee kills immediately trigger health regeneration. Now that doesn't mean I get all of it back. It just means it's going to help speed up the process. Trample. Now this is the real important one here. If I pop my super and just run around meleeing people with it, which is something you can do with this striker, each time I kill somebody, I'm going to get a vast amount of that super energy back. So rather than just slamming on the ground 5 times maybe and killing 5 guys, I'm going to run around the room for a minute and a half, meleeing people, and just clear them all out. And knockout. Critically wounding an enemy or breaking their shields increases melee range and damage. So, I've got the rally barricade, which, as I pointed out to you before, I will automatically reload my weapon as I'm firing it, and I'm going to use the catapult lift, which is kind of a forward jumping lift. So with those perks and those particular strengths in this striker class, with my super duper punch-matic synthoceps, and these are all synergistic properties which are just going to make me that much more effective in every way. So what we do here is we kill a bunch of Cabal. We particularly look for the Cabals that are kind of lit up because they carry batteries, which are, guess what, spherical objects, which we then throw at the forge to charge it up. There will be a first round, which is tough. If we should be so lucky, well, we're gonna be that lucky, if I have anything to say about it. We get to the second round, which is a little tougher, and the enemies are a little stronger, and same thing, you kill the shiny ones, you throw some batteries, you keep killing and throwing, and hopefully you get it done till the final round, which is when the big boss drops in. He'll have a shield all around him, which we'll need to remove before we kill him, and I think we get like 2 minutes to wipe this big motherfucker out. But this will be my 247th successful Volender forge, if it is in fact successful. Whoa, I'll be erasing this motherfucker if it isn't, let me tell you, like right quick. Oops, did I cuss? That was my evil twin. So here we go, we got 3 people. That's nice, so I don't have to start it alone. Let's see, we got ourselves, look like another Titan, and it looks like a whole trio of Titans. Yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay. Okay, I always go over here to start, because guess what? Yep, there's the shiny guy, there's that guy, there's that guy. Oh, he didn't want to die? Okay. And there's a battery. Okay. Now, this is the badass here in round 1. And by badass, I mean the tough guy to kill and the easy guy to kill you. But as you can see, the tougher they are, the more batteries they hold, right? Now, once again, up. Really? Feel better now or worse? Oh, kind of missed that one. Will happen. Health regeneration there. Maybe my friends on the other side will grab it. Maybe I'll grab it. Let's see. There it is. There'll be a lot of dogs, unfortunately, trying to mess with you. Damn, it's just like Chop City, Chop Boy City. Oh, good for you. Good job there, my friend. Who needs to die? Somebody over here needs to die. You and you, apparently. Okay, you get them. You get it. You get it. Loadout. Notice how quickly I am dispatching these enemies. Even the big tough ones. It's 2 shots for this boy, basically. And then bam. And it's going to be 1 shot for just about everybody else. Well, 1 shot with the shotgun, much less. And there's some special ammo on the ground. How very handy. You know, so I can do that and get back to business, which is throwing batteries. Look at these dudes, they coming out of the woodwork. I think they got a rep thing. Like this guy, he keeps fucking us up so bad, now he's doing it on TV. We can't have that. Alright, y'all, okay. Got 3 Titans, man, and these guys seem to know what they're doing too, so this is going to be pretty much a walk in the park. Hey, boy! Yeah, get some, motherfucker, and you too. So now I just got my super up, and I'm ready to rock. Oh, I got myself a Prime Ingram, and I'm really rocking. This guy's going down. Okay, we just now survived round 1. How about that, huh? I'm a quick like. See, and he got himself a battery that he was unable to throw before. Oops, slide right into that because we don't need it. Now we have a lot more shielded dudes. And they make things a little more difficult. You see how I just got 2 dudes there with that fusion rifle? That is very important. Because if I get multi-kills with this fusion rifle, I will it automatically reloads. And I don't know if I've told you about, you know, I hate bullies and reloads. They're just about the same. No, not really. Hate the bullies a bit more. I can agree completely with Hannibal Lecter, believe it or not, on that one. Not a fan of bullies. He prefers to eat in range, really, in fact. Ooh, do I see yet another purple Ingram laying on the ground? Oh, fellas is dying. Okay, and then in the second round also we get these little, you know, you've seen those before, blood cleaver, right? Right. Why am I reloading? I can reload and get a, thank you. Just reload it, see that? Because it's got grave robber. Okay, who's got come on, show me one. There it is. Yeah, it's going to be a double multi-kill, so I'm fully reloaded. Well, actually, it didn't fully reload. I don't know why. I might not have to, oh, now we got a real badass here. This is where the big, mean badass shows up. See, oh, yeah, took me out, too. Oh, you going to revive me? Brother, man, you're doing the thing. Thank you so much. Oh, you didn't need to do that, but... did, so I owe you one. What are we doing here? Everybody okay? Yeah, son of a bitch. Oh, la-di-da-la. Okay, I see another glowing bad boy in the distance. Haven't done my super thing yet, even. Which, I mean, I don't need to do. We just need to win. Just win, baby. Just win. Oh, it's another little machine gun thing. Not for long. 20 of 20. We have now passed into the venerable round 3. For this round, I'm just going to smash this guy because it's going to pop all of his little dudes, and then I'm going to tie his up his attention for a few powerful blows while my buddies start working their magic on him. And look at that, he's already gone down quite a bit, and we'll continue. Yeah, this is looking real good. And rather than reload, what do? Boom shakalaka! Oh, I guess we had a warlock among us there. Really, that was Warlock's grenade. And there he is. Yes, sir, boys. Oh! We kicked some ass. So thus pad there is forged. Ooh, and see, the thing about this is I just got a tasty little hand cannon and some little doodads and some little doodadettes. God only fucking knows. I have to check them out. Because the forge, there are the guns that you actually have what they call frames for, which you got to kind of do some whatever it is that the frame requires. You know, get multi-kills with a sword, 20 multi-kills, and then charge it up with some resonant seeds, which, you know, just trust me, you got to do it. Here's the handgun I got. Now, okay, I've got 2 or 3 other of these with much better specs. This does have drop mag, so it's going to have decent reload and rangefinder, which means it's going to have pretty exceptional range. They already come with pretty exceptional range. This one, on top of that, even has a range masterwork and hip fire grip. Well, I've got a hip fire at home, and the thing that interests me most about breaking this down is it's already at a 5 masterwork. Let's see, what do we got here? Hit mark and true sight, so nothing real special either. And this is basically a stability. So yeah, that just fucked up my, whoops, messed up my reload speed on that weapon, and but it brought up the stability. Anyway, stability is for people who can't shoot. Why I'm breaking this down, no question. I've got like 3 of them, 2 of them much better, 1 of them very similar. And because that had 5, it was already up to 5 masterwork, it's going to give me, hello, enhancement cores. So 1, 2, 3, and enhancement core, a little old thing to help keep Ada in her place and get me new frames, which is that ticket looking thing there in the minute. And here's the gun that I was going for. So what do we got here? Holy shit, it's exactly the same as the one I've got. Except see how the perks are different. There's different things going on here. It's got a larger magazine, so something's going on there, which could be very, very interesting. And oh, and see then so we've got extended mag, which brings me up from 59 to 73. Ooh, small bore, sweet, increases that range. And I kind of like this ricochet rounds better than the extended, but then again, since I'm dealing with feeding frenzy, even though extended mag will reduce my range and my stability to some degree, range and stability on this weapon are not major concerns. Plus, look at that, I got a stability masterwork, so if I want stability, I can aid my stability, or I can put a counterbalance stock on it. But what I would do with this gun is put my surrounded spec on it, which increases the damage granted by surrounded. Bonus damage lingers for a brief time even when you're no longer surrounded. Surrounded basically means that you got to have 3 or more enemies in fairly close proximity to you for it to proc, as they say. So, but it's still pretty goddamn handy. Now let's look at this. They both have stability masterworks, except the new one would actually have more stability once I get it masterwork. The new one has better range. The reload speed, once again, I get 1 kill, I'm on feeding frenzy, and that thing's going to reload like a stickety snack, whippity whap. And the magazine is bigger. So, unfortunately, I mean, I'm not. Well, it's got 2 more points of light. Wow, yeah. So all around review of the new machine gun is it's better, no doubt about it. So we're gonna switcheroonie on that. We're just gonna kiss this one good. Thank you very much for those 424 kills. It was a pleasure working with you, and you're not being thrown off the team. You're being recycled and put back into spirit and love and support of your brother machine gun, okay? Fuck off. So we got 7 enhancement cores out of that. I got surrounded spec, and I got 3 more little magic tickets. Where's my surrounded specs? Slap surrounded spec right on this bad boy. Come on, what? Oh, over here. I got 4 surrounded specs? I need to find some more guns with surrounded, do you think? And the black armory colors, which are these, black and red, okay, they're interesting. But they're not that goddamn interesting. So, I might paint this one up a different color. Plus, I've got, I just now dismantled that other one. And that means I've got a whole mess. I'm just going to take this to 6 right now because I only got 6 more enhancement cores. That's after a long day of, farming enhancement cores when I wasn't playing with you. You know how it is. I can go to all those places and kill all those bosses and then hang around and wait for other guys to show up and oh my god, and deal with the fat ass spider talking his crap. Let's see. So I still need to do one more of the specialty. Well, let's just go see Ada so you can get a load on her. Maybe she'll have a warlock near me and be talking her lusty talk the way she does. Is hilarious. Every time I bring my warlock down in there, she's like, "Oh, warlock, I have always been so fascinated with your kind." I mean, get busy, girl. Drop and trot. Anyway, yeah. So she's kind of like the female Cade. And as I pointed out, Cade was an exo. This girl's an exo. Now, one thing we know about exos is since they are basically sentient machines, I mean, Cade in the Red War gets his arm shot off, right? Busting his heroic caps in somebody when they're retaking the city from the Red Legion. Well, obviously he doesn't end up being a one-armed fool. They, whap a new cybernetic arm on him. He mentions, and I believe it's Destiny 1, that he doesn't have a stomach, but apparently he's got some sort of genitalia, or I don't know, maybe he's just real good with his fucking fingers, because, once again, so sorry. You're a goddamn grown-up. Yeah, we've talked at length at this point about Cade's litany of girlfriends. Ada just seems to have another lusty personality for a basically a robot, and has the hots for warlocks, apparently, male or female, because of course mine's female, a female exo, which I don't know, I bet any warlock walks in that room, she'll be doing that back chatter at some point or the other. So I'm entering here into the back door entrance of the tower over here, rather than the front door entrance where I'll be headed, because clearly I've got to see some people about a hat, as it were. But I wanted to introduce you to Ada and perhaps buy myself another frame so you can see how this whole process begins. We just passed by the Drifter a moment ago, since he's now working down here. And here's Lusty Ada. Hey, Ada, baby.
Stay
how you doing?
And enjoy our wares.
I will, my dear. She doesn't get down so hard for Titans. So here we have both what they call silver and gold frames. These frames here, I've already done the Dreaming City Arsenal, which required me to complete 3 public events, and the Destination Arsenal, which meant I need to go anywhere and pick up, those materials, the flowers or the little glass things or the Dusklight shards or whatever. We've also got a strike, kill 2 bosses in 2 strikes or whatever. If you play Gambit, which I would love to start doing, I could get Gambit weapons, and the Crucible, which I absolutely hate and will probably never do, except perhaps just to get a couple of different guns. Now, as I mentioned before, as far as powerful pulse rifle frames, I don't think it's even possible to do better than this bad boy. This is the one that replaced my dear true sweet love, my Go Figure, which carried me so far, so long. But, I mean, Lord have mercy, look at the specs on this. Feeding Frenzy, not Outlaw. Outlaw, I have to get a precision kill. Feeding Frenzy, I'll shoot him in his foot. As long as he dies, I'm snapping that reload. Rampage. I mean, watch it on YouTube. Listen to me talk about it. Ask anybody if it's, PvE. Rampage is the best, without question, damage perk, with the possible exception of Surrounded. But, when Rampage is stacked to 3, and you are capping motherfucker after motherfucker, it just stays at 3. And considering this one also has both an appended mag and an extended mag, and remember, even though that just fucks the hell out of my reload, I've got Feeding Frenzy. So as long as I can get a kill, I can shoot 52 bullets without having to reload, which is, a considerable amount over the Go Figure that I had, which, oh my god, I love that gun. So we've got ourselves a medium zoom, highlights intimate targets, very nice open, doesn't force you to look through a little hole, and the long zoom, which actually increases my range. And look at that range, just natural range on this thing is like forever, with the stability masterwork. Now the only thing I have to complain about this gun is its handling. Suck-a-mucka ducks, which means you actually feel like you're running in molasses if you're running around with this thing. And looky here, I've already got 2 or 3? 3,411 kills with this bad boy, and I've only had it like 2 months, 3 months. It is a slaying demon, with a minor spec slapped on it, which means that any regular ad, you could minor spec, major spec, boss spec, to help you, kill those particular class of critters. I put my boss specs mainly on my heavy weapons, and minor spec or some other. I could put a rampage spec on this and increase my rampage duration. There's various other specs that could also help the blast furnace, but I just went with the minor spec because I like it, because there's a hell of a lot of ads, and this is kind of like an ad killer. So not only does it have a rampage bonus, but I've got another like 25% minor spec bonus when I'm out there slaying those poor boys. So basically where I was going with all this is I am not going to be picking up a powerful pulse rifle frame today. Now I also have, this is kind of the tough one, I have not 1, not 2, but oh Lord have mercy, I do. I have 3 Striker Sure Hands, all 3 with a variety of different sorts of perks, which allows me to custom fit 2 of them with Surrounded, and of course once again, it's a sword, so you're very likely to have 3 or more enemies in close proximity and have your Surrounded perk active. This one with Relentless Strikes, which means every 3rd strike I get ammo granted back, and this one with Assassin's Blade, which means that in addition to the Surrounded damage buff, Assassin's Blade means if I kill one guy, I get more damage for like 5 or 7 seconds. So the next guy is going to get hit harder, and then if there's 3 or 4 of them standing around and I kill one guy, and I've got Assassin's Blade and Surrounded with the Surrounded spec. It's a death dealing machine. I've seen videos on YouTube where guys have literally recorded getting over 120,000 damage points with 1 strike with that sword. Now, like I say, it's almost a toss-up. Maybe I should try for this just to see if I can find something that's different, but there's a couple of little teeny tiny things that I could improve on those swords where I don't really think there's much at all I could do to that pulse rifle. Maybe switch out the stability masterwork for a handling masterwork, get just a little bit more handling to it. But we're, just to make this simple, I'm buying one of those. So now what I'll need to do over here, oh look, I actually cleared something. How nifty do that? These are Volender Forge Ignition. They are obviously bounties for the forge. You get bounties for the forge, you get those reports, you're able to buy more stuff. Okay, sword beta frame. This is at the very beginning stages. I need to get 15 multi-kills with a sword, right? This is I'm getting into some extraneous detail here. Feel free to sign off at any time, but this is another bounty I'm working on for the forge. It gives me some very powerful armor. Okay, I've got a chest loot to loot, and I won't be doing this one at all. So I may do a strike though, so I'm keeping hold of that. So there you go. The that is the forge, which we will be seeing you at soon enough. Yes, Ada. Boy, she really, boy, when she turns the heat on for the... God bless. You'll find out. You'll walk in there with your warlock one day and she'll be just like getting down on the ground, funky and dirty. Anyway, it's funny. So, a tour through the Volender Forge. Like I say, that's the first of the forges. Cabal run, there's one run by the Fallen, there's one run by the Vex, and then I haven't actually opened up my fourth one because it's got some tricks to it, and here I just wait around until these guys finally let me show my little face. Go talk to Rahul first. He's gonna give me a...
Welcome.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rahul. 689, oh, I'm so excited, it's gonna be a fucking sidearm. You what? Oh my god! It's a sidearm! Oh my god, these people. Fucking sidearms, grenade launchers, and what else? Oh, and
Yes.
linear fusion rifles. Oh, choking me to death. So, okay, oh, looks like I got, oh, this is interesting. I have so many of these Modellus reports that I need to use some of them. Oh, and this is really interesting. On my new piece of forge armor, which is a Titan Mark, let's see, it's got auto rifle and scout rifle reserves, which both suck. It's got a fair amount of power, which I could improve on any number of these other ones with at least 3 without even having to use an enhancement core. But the thing that is most interesting is that it's carrying a super mod already on it. So if I dismantle that, I got a super mod. I can slap on some other armor somewhere else. Now, a Prodigal Curse at 656 at this point for me is a waste of time, so goodbye to that. And we're just going to have to wait to pick this up until this character or another one has used enough Modellus reports in order to purchase one of those silver frames or another powerful frame. Once you buy one powerful frame, you need a ballistic report for that. Hey Banshee, you badass. Yes sir, I will be doing that just for you, keeping the walls strong, homeboy. Another one of my favorite little characters here in the tower. Okay, what do I got too much of I need to get rid of? Oh, yeah, look at this shit. Can you fucking believe it? But you see that? They're all like righteous high light. And let's see if I can actually bust up this Spiteful Fang into the 80s. You know, it's just a goddamn waste is what it is. It's a goddamn waste of resources. But whatever. The Spiteful Fang is a bow from the Forge. Yes, and a wonderful one at that, actually. It's number one, it's a primary, not an energy. Whereas the Arsenic Bite and Subtle Calamity both are energy bows amongst the bows that you have, I believe, or have access to at this point. So, you can have an energy bow, you can have, and now I can also have a primary bow. There's a different primary bow as well that unfortunately sucks, which, once again is too bad for it. it has hip fire grip as one of its perks. And who walks around not aiming their bow? I mean, hip fire grip means you just draw and shoot without putting it to your eye. And, you know, I'll do that from time to time. Somebody's right in my face or rushing me. But it's not what you do with a bow. I mean, you just don't do it. It's useless. And when, okay, my little spiteful fang here, this is one of 3 I have and 2 I actually really like. I mean, I'm talking about exploding head, hello, wonderful perk, and snapshot sights. So, you know, and I can trade off a little stability for range there. I take the, or excuse me, accuracy, which is my masterwork. And let's see what I can do here. Oh, I can even get more accuracy. But see my draw time there? My draw time is at 600 with this bad boy, which is low, which means it's fast. I can pop off bing, 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 shots like a mother. Another minor spec, beautiful pink kind of color. Anyway, I'm gonna go see the spider and mess around with him a bit, and just basically gonna say bye-bye for now as the broadcast day comes to a close, since the rest of this is gonna be pretty darn boring if it hasn't already been boring. Hope that helped. Anybody want to learn how to beat up on the Volender Forge? Sorry about my messy mouth, but you know what? I was raised in a different age, and I'm basically a dog at heart. So, God bless, and good night.